You'll never be free until you stop trying to impress people who don't matter. Most men don't realize this, but their anxiety, hesitation, and lack of confidence comes from one place: living under other people's judgment. Marcus Aurelius learned how to break that dependency, and once you understand his method, approval will lose its power over you. Think about how many decisions you make every day that aren't really yours. What you post, what you say, what you avoid, what you pursue, all shaped by how it will look. The fear of judgment, of rejection, of being misunderstood, of not being respected. You're not weak. You have just outsourced your self worth. The Stoics saw this as a form of slavery, and Marcus Aurelius lived at the highest level of public scrutiny imaginable. Yet, he trained himself to be internally unshakable. Let's break down how. Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself of one truth: other people's judgments exist outside your control. They are shaped by their mood, their ignorance, their insecurities, and their values. To build your identity on that is to build on unstable ground. The Stoic move was simple: detach your self respect from external opinion, not by arrogance, but by clarity. Modern application. Ask yourself, does this person live by standards I respect? Do they understand my values? Are they responsible for my life? If the answer is no, their opinion has no authority. Action step. When you feel judged, repeat, this is their opinion, not my verdict. That single sentence breaks emotional dependence. Marcus Aurelius observed that people judge quickly, carelessly, and often incorrectly. They don't see your intentions, they don't know your context, they don't understand your struggle, and yet you let their half formed thoughts shape your full life. That is irrational. The Stoics believed clarity comes from reasoned self assessment, not crowd approval. Modern application. Instead of asking, what will people think? Ask, is this aligned with my principles? Would I respect this choice if no one saw it? Truth does not need applause. Action step. At the end of the day, review your own behavior, not reactions. Ask, did I act with integrity? This is the only scorecard that matters. Marcus Aurelius warned himself not to become the kind of man who performs virtue instead of practicing it. When you chase approval, you shapeshift. You say what's safe, you avoid what's hard, and you dilute who you are. Over time, this creates inner conflict. You lose trust in yourself. But Stoicism teaches the opposite: character over image. Modern application. Notice where you self censor, where you stay silent, where you soften your truth, where you avoid standing alone. That is where your growth is being blocked. Action step. Choose one moment from this week where you act according to your values, even if it costs you approval. Small acts of authenticity rebuild self respect. Marcus Aurelius didn't tell himself to be liked, he told himself to be good. There's a difference. When your approval comes from within, external opinions lose leverage. You stop chasing validation because you no longer need permission to exist confidently. Modern application. Ask, do I respect the way I live? Am I honest with myself? Am I doing what I believe is right? If yes, you are already free. Action step. Every morning say, I answer to my principles, not others' opinions. Repeat it until it becomes identity. Stoic independence is not isolation. Marcus Aurelius still served others. He still acted with compassion and he still listened. But he refused to hand over his self worth. You can care without depending. You can listen without obeying. You can be kind without being controlled. That balance is strength. Action step. Next time you feel judged, ask, what would I do if no one was watching? And then do that. That is Stoic confidence. You will never be free until you stop trying to impress people who don't matter. Marcus Aurelius showed us that freedom does not come from dominance, approval, or validation. It comes from self respect. When you live by your principles, opinions lose their grip. And the moment approval stops controlling you become calm, confident, and unshakable.